Triple M, it's Robbie and Carly. I'm so excited about this interview because Gunther Steiner became the breakout star of Drive to Survive up until he left Haas in 2023. He joins us now. He's part of the Channel 10 team for the first Grand Prix, which is happening in Melbourne this weekend. Gunther, thank you very much for coming on the show. How are you travelling there today, mate?
Thanks for having me. I'm in Melbourne now, so looking forward to the weekend with Channel 10.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a big one, and a lot of celebrities have descended on Melbourne. Have you done any celebrity spotting yet?
No, I haven't seen anybody. I hide away, No, I just got here. No, I haven't seen anyone yet.
When you were on the grid every week, you obviously would have come up across a lot of celebrities. Was there anybody who actually did blow your mind or sort of leave you starstruck, or were you always on the go so it didn't really worry you too much?
I didn't worry too much, and I'm very bad in spotting them. I always need to, because I see a lot of people around someone and say, "Who is this?" And then they say, "You don't know this." No, I don't know. So I'm a little bit, not well educated in celebrities.
Well, I think you'll be educated in this one, Kim Kardashian, because she is now infiltrating the F1 world with Lewis Hamilton. What is your take on that? Do you think this is going to be a good thing for the sport and bring some extra eyes on it? Or do you think that she's going to distract Lewis?
Whoa. That's a big question. I hope she doesn't distract Lewis. He doesn't need any distraction, I think. I think, if there is something going on, I'm happy for them. And for sure, as you say, it will bring some additional eyes onto Formula One because she's just so popular, So, the most important thing, not to distract Lewis. He needs all his attention to Formula One, because last season was not so good for him.
And what about Brad Pitt in the F1 movie last year? It was an interesting take with a 60-year-old driver coming in and all that sort of stuff. Did you like the movie, and what were your thoughts on it?
I haven't watched the movie, so
what?
Yeah, exactly. But I think Brad Pitt looks a lot younger than 60 years old, So I think for sure he's doing a good job there,
Yeah, well, it is Brad Pitt, so yeah.
Surely,
Pitt.
I've watched the F1 movie, and I'm not so much in the F world as much as you are. Are you not watching it out of protest? I mean, it's a long flight to get to Australia. Surely you had some time.
No, it's not protest at all. No. I know the director. I got to know the director and all that stuff. It's just like one of these things is, I think it's, everybody tells me it's a good movie. Obviously, it's Hollywood, and these are the best of the best which made this movie. So it must be good. And I don't know why I didn't watch it. It is a long way to Australia, by the way. You're right on that one, You're sitting a long time on the plane. But I sleep a lot on the plane, That is my advantage. I always can sleep.
I guess Gunther's lived it. He doesn't have to see the movie.
Exactly right.
Hey, mate, when you're on Drive to Survive, we really got a good window into your personality, which was amazing. You became one of the breakout stars, but now you've sort of moved into the commentary and expert space on TV channels such as Channel 10. How is it for you not being able to swear all the time? Because you are a world-class cursor.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that compliment. For the world. I don't know if it's I take it as a compliment.
It is.
No, I've got the switch. I can switch it on and off the swearing. And I don't need to think about it. So a lot of people is quite amazed. I said, how you do it? When you are out with people without a camera, without a microphone around, you're pretty bad. And then you put a microphone in front of you and. I wouldn't know how to say the word, which I use otherwise a lot.
I do want to know, though, is it more satisfying to swear in English or Italian?
English. It's the best language for swearing, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, exactly. You're talking the right language here, It doesn't get better in any language than English.
Love that.
Now, let's talk competition. How do you think this weekend is going to shape up?
I think the Mercedes will be very strong. George Russell and the Mercedes will be very strong. That's my opinion. The Ferrari doesn't look too bad, but I think it's between them two.
It is a really interesting year with all the changes in regulations and sort of all the rule changes as well. So it's going to be one of those ones where a lot of teams do have to adapt. Do you think it is Mercedes that have actually taken on the new rules and the new regulations and run with them best?
Yes, absolutely. They are very good on this stuff, and they have got the advantage. They produce their own power unit, which they sell to other teams. But that's always an advantage if you are actually developing your own power unit. Because you're just a little bit ahead of everyone else with information, so you can develop maybe 2 to 4 weeks longer than all the other ones. And that in Formula One is a long time of development, 4 weeks.
What about your old team, Haas? How do you reckon they're going to go? They're looking okay.
Yeah, they're looking okay. They will be in the midfield. Yeah, absolutely. You're right there. The midfield will be, I think it will be 3 teams, Racing Bulls, Haas and Alpine, so they are there in that midfield.
And what about our boy Oscar Piastri there, Gunther? Do you think he can win it this year?
I think Australia will be difficult because, as I said before, McLaren, they are strong. They're in the top 4, I would say, maybe even their number 3 team. But I think the Mercedes and the Ferrari just have a little bit more of an edge in the beginning. I think McLaren will pick up later in the season. But for Melbourne, I think it will be very difficult for Oscar to win this year. He has to wait until next year, in my opinion.
Okay, that's an interesting one as well. I don't think he'll like that response, but he'll have to deal with it, I suppose. But what do you reckon for this weekend? Do you think it's George in the Mercedes, or do you think Kimi could cause a surprise as well?
I think it's George. It's just the experience. Yes, Scott and Kim is very young, so I think George, Kim is very fast, but with his new car, George will use all his experience he wants to really win a championship, and he needs to start with winning races to win a championship.
That's a good start, that's for sure. Well, Gunther, we can't wait to see you on the coverage this weekend for Channel 10. Thank you very much for coming on the show with us today. And if you can drop a swear word in, go on, see if you can flick the switch, mate.
No, I don't do that on radio. No, I don't do that to you.
And we're very grateful for it.
Gunther Steiner, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.